Louis Otero is back on the show with us this morning. He, of course, has Refined Home Finishes. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
This morning, we're going to go inside the front door and talk about the work you can do inside people's homes. We don't talk about that a whole lot.
We don't talk about that a lot because, you know, we really showcase our exteriors, but we do a lot of inside work, removal of popcorn, wallpaper. We paint, you know, cabinets. We'll refinish the cabinets, sand them down, get them all different color. And make them look like new again. We do a lot of stuff on the inside, so call us for that. Yeah.
You know, okay, let's talk about this a little bit. I'm going to take it from a different angle because the real estate market, you kind of know this too from things you see, it's tricky right now. And especially young home buyers, first-time home buyers, it's not easy to find something in your price range. So a lot of them, I think, are looking for kind of, quote, fixer-uppers.
Yes.
But you could be the fixer-upperer, right?
Absolutely.
So the popcorn ceiling, some people might not even know what that is until they walk into a house that has it.
So yeah, in the 70s and 80s, there was a lot of popcorn ceilings, and so like you said, if they're finding houses that are a little bit cheaper, they go in and they're like, whoa, you know, I need this fixed. So we remove popcorn ceilings and make them smooth and repaint them and make them look great, changing out colors because a lot of times, you know, those old colors are really dated, so we can go and really freshen up the house.
Okay, so kind of get in the weeds with me. First of all, on the popcorn ceilings, were those typically a drop ceiling too? So do you sometimes gain some height in your room when you take those down?
No, not much. No, it's just a texture that they apply to give it that look that was in style back then.
Okay.
So when we remove it, you're looking at maybe a 1/4 inch of texture.
Okay.
So we remove that, mud it, you know, finish it, and then we go ahead and paint it.
You do have fun though on the design side of it. I remember Oprah Winfrey years ago, this would have been in the 90s, and I remember she had a thing about if you really want your room to pop, paint your ceiling something other than white.
I've had that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I used to do it.
So we have a new mineral paint for inside called Velatura, and it gives you that smoky, cloudy, you know, look that's really neat. And we've done ceilings and walls all the same. So it kind of looks like you're in a sky. Like we did it like a blue and had those cloudy look to it. So the whole walls and ceiling looked like you were like maybe outside.
Great for a small
room. So
we
can do different colors, yeah.
Okay, back to your wallpaper then. You got a lot of people who edged up to the end of their chair because you also remove wallpaper, not just hang it, you'll remove it.
Yes, we will remove it, and then normally when you remove the wallpaper, you're kind of messing up the wall a little bit, so we have to refinish that wall, make it smooth again, and then we can add wallpaper or paint.
Are people putting wallpaper back in specific areas, like mainly dining rooms? Is it still popular in bathrooms?
Yes, it is very popular right now in bathrooms, accent walls, dining rooms. You know, we're getting a lot of that. Bedrooms, accent walls in bedrooms for wallpaper.
On the hanging it, that is not easy to do yourself.
No,
I wouldn't
recommend it. It takes a skill, and there's not too many people that are doing this because most of the guys that we're doing wallpaper are probably 60, 70 years old now. And so it's really a talent that not too many people can do.
Because you've got to line that up, and nothing is worse than thinking that you've gotten it just right and you find out you're off by an inch or so.
Yeah, it's
does
tricky.
not work.
Very tricky.
Okay, the kitchens with the cabinets, that's going to be appealing to a lot of people.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the cabinets because instead of, you know, paying $30,000 for new cabinets, if your cabinets are functioning and they're in good shape, we can sand them down, change the colors, especially all the new colors. People are doing, you know, two-tone stuff or just completely going with a new modern look, and then we can change your hardware. So if your hardware is old and we paint it and we do new hardware, it looks like you just bought a new set of cabinets.
Okay, so kind of walk me through the process a little bit too, because I'm the person who, when I go online, that's a good news, bad news scenario, because you think, oh, I like this, and you click it, and then it pops you up 15 other things that you could also look at. I can't ever make a decision. So would you come to me with some suggestions that I could look at and then just pick one of the 8 things that you show me?
Sure. Are you talking about hardware or color?
Anything.
Yeah, you know, it really depends on the style of the kitchen, and you know, some people don't like to mix metals, but mixing metals for me is fine.
Yeah.
So if you have stainless steel and you want brushed gold handles, it looks great. And then if your lighting isn't done, you can mix metals nowadays. But it really depends on the customer and their vision, and I can kind of guide them in that direction.
But if they want it, you can be like a personal shopper almost, because you can say, this is what I think.
Yep.
And they can say yay or nay.
Yeah, I help a lot with that.
Last time you were here, we were talking about the rainy summer that we seem to be having. So when that occurs, your outside work can't be done as much. So this is a good time to book you for inside.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jobs.
Yeah, we always find time, whether it's a rainy week, we'll say, hey, we can bump you up.
Right.
You know, I might have them down for a month out or 2 weeks out, and then we'll say, hey, it's raining this week, we can get you in now.
Right.
You know, so that happens a lot.
Well, here's how you can get him in now. Just give him a call, and Louie is the one who will come out, I think, to take a look at your house.
Sure.
Certainly for the outside work. Not so sure about the inside work.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's going to be you?
It'll be me.
Okay, so 438-1950, that's your way to meet him, refinedhomefinishes.com. Thanks.
Thank you.